Back when I first started coming to Donetsk at the beginning of this crisis, that'd be back in April last year, it was impossible to stand here. This is an extremely busy road, traffic whizzing up and down all the time, and now I can stand here in the middle of this junction, listening to the occasional boom of artillery coming from the airport, which is half a mile or so that way. People here are scared, those who remain. Many have already gone somewhere else. So despite what either side might say, this ceasefire still doesn't seem to be quite taking off. Yelena is a resident who's been living here throughout the shelling, and she's going to show us how she's been living underground in that time. Horribly basic way of living here. A few candles for light, some beer bottles full of water when necessary. Yelena says she's got some tinned meat stuffed away. If you look at this, that's their heater. When it gets cold, they burn some wood in that. They can heat up some tea on that. That's about as sophisticated as it gets down here. We're on the other side of the lines. We're inside what is now called, according to the de facto separatist powers here, the Donetsk People's Republic. I asked Yelena who she blames for this kind of condition. She was very, very straightforward. She said America, because they organised a coup in Kiev. This is what's left of a residential building. Looks like a shell came through the roof, exploded inside, and it sent large pieces of the wall outwards onto the lawn. It's complete chaos. About a year ago, Donetsk was a kind of modernising city. It was an industrial centre, repurposing for a post-industrial age. It just hosted the 2012 European Championships, had a gleaming new airport. The centre of town has pretty much transformed in the past decade or so. And today, tragically, that's almost all been swept aside. Whole sections of town have been deserted. New modern office buildings like this have been bombed out, and this is all happening in the country's major industrial centre, a city of over about 1 million people. To put it in British terms, war has come to Birmingham.